Hi J Stones, it's Mary J, and today's video is what first attracted them to you. So we have 4 piles today. Pile number 1 is literally just like line paper, so that normal line paper you get from a notepad. Number 2 is 3 glasses of wine. I was gonna say vine, but yeah. Number 3 is a minibus or car hire. It says to travel local, hop on a minibus taxi for a memorable ride. Blah blah blah. Cape Town, you know. Yeah, and then number 4 says Durbanville Rose Garden, which is in Durbanville. So it's like a nice garden and everything. So yeah, these are the 4 piles. Pick which one resonates, and let's get into the video. Hey my Jasons, it's Mary J, and I'm back with another video. And my baby is making a guest appearance because yeah, I feel like she hasn't been in a lot of videos. So today's video is going to be what first attracted them to you. Let's just get into the video. Okay, yeah. So for pile number 1, what first attracted them to you? So your song is Violent Crimes by Kanye West. My baby. Falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night. Don't you grow up in a hurry. Your mom will be all worried. It was all part of the story, even the scary night. You will be remembered because I see women as something to nurture, not something to conquer. So what first attracted them to you? Let's just quickly, let me look at the cards. I knew it. I knew you were going to be a water sign. So you have the water sign or an air sign, so you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as well as a Aries. You could also be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So that is your signs. But you know, if it doesn't resonate, oh yeah, guys, take a resonate, see if it doesn't as well. So what first attracted them to you? You could have lived in an area where it was kind of just like maybe not the safest. So you guys could have made a situation where it was kind of just like, or like even if it's not like in that situation, like if you know a lot about like, I just like like today, it's just like there's a lot of obviously not good, I guess you could say, in the world, and like there's a lot of violence of like men abusing women, and just also they're abusing men as well, but just like that, and it's like it sucks. So I feel like what first attracted them to you was basically the fact that how you carried yourself. How you carry yourself is what first attracted them to you, because it's kind of like, although there's so much is going on around you, you kind of seem not like unfazed about it, but like you seem really self-aware as well. So it says falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. So you could be a dreamer as well. Yeah, you could definitely be a dreamer, and this person probably daydreams about you. And then it says, I know you want to cry all night. So although you carry yourself with a lot of like, not like a lot of self-respect and a lot of like you have your head screwed on right, and you kind of just like like you just present yourself like a Capricorn would. Like Capricorns, like they're just really like they're always okay, like not like always okay, like that's generalizing for sure, but just like their energy, how they're always just like fighting towards like the next step, and always just like go getting their dreams, and how they sometimes mask their emotions as well, but like not entirely though. So yeah. So it says, don't grow up in a hurry. Your mom will be worried. Oh, so you could have a really close relationship with your mom, and that's what also attracted them to you as well. And then it says, don't grow up in a hurry. So you could be someone that's really mature as well. And it's kind of just like they want to take you back, because it's like it sucks that you had to grow up so fast. Like they want to, protect you, and they want to be like your knight in shining armor, because you have the king of spades and the queen of spades, and like together they're like the cute. Individually, they're not so cute together. They're not so cute. Not that you aren't cute, but just like these cards, I definitely will go into it, and like I'll read it and stuff like that. So yeah, it says even the scary night. So like everything was supposed to happen, and it's kind of like you could have really trusted the journey, and just like trusted and have a lot of faith in everything. And other people would have like lost hope, but you didn't. So it says you will be remembered. So I feel like this person will always remember you, and like there's no forgetting you basically. And then it says, because I see women as something to nurture, not something to conquer. So this person probably wanted to nurture you as well. But like Cancers, they are usually the mother, so like they want to nurture other people. But I feel like this person wanted to basically take care of you, and like they were tired of you always having to take control, and always having to be like the strong person, and they wanted to basically just like take a load off of you as well. You have the schmexual chemistry card, so you guys have a lot of schmexual chemistry. I feel like you guys get along really well with each other. You guys can play with each other. You guys can, get down and dirty with each other. You guys can like do it all basically, and that's also what they like about you. You also have the in love card, so I feel like this person caught feelings for you really quickly, and that's also what attracted them to you. You also could have been not like super upfront with how you felt about them. You could have been like, oh, I don't know if I like you, or I don't know how I'm feeling about you and everything. And that's like the little cat and mouse game that you guys played. That's also what attracted them to you with the do you like me card. Um, he also have the third party situation, so I'm not going to go too much into that because this is just what first attracted him to you. So if this is the third party situation, let it be. But I kind of also feel like what attracted him to you is the fact that even though you're with him, other people still were attracted to you, and just like the fact that other people were really interested in you, and like that you have a lot of admirers. That's also what attracted them to you. So you could definitely be a Scorpio as well, or sometimes you're really logical with your choices as well. Wait, no, not logical. I feel like either you're like super logical and rational, but it's kind of just like sometimes you aren't, and sometimes you'll use your heart to make your decisions, and they like it when you do that as well. And they like how you make decisions as well, because if you look at the skeleton over here, like his heart is in his brain. So instead of using his brain to make decisions, it's like his heart. So it's also seeing something like with what's that thing called now? Rose colored glasses as well. So maybe you looked at things through rose colored glasses, and like you looked at things as like being everything okay and like ignoring all the red flags, and it's kind of like that's what they admire about you as well. You also have the number 3, so your name could start with a C, an L, or a U. You could be really creative as well, and you take action. You could be an Aries. You also your birthday could be the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th. You always seek the truth in situations. That's also what made them attracted to you as well. Your Mars could be really prevalent in your birth chart as well, and you take initiative, and you're really creative. You also don't like to bother with the lies, like you don't like lies at all. You also can be religious and a risk taker, and sometimes like you're really optimistic, and that's also what attracted them to you as well. With the 8 of clubs, I feel like you are always trying to basically better yourself as well. You're like always trying not to stay in one like place. So with like when it comes to your mental health, like you're always trying to take care of your mental health first, and then you always like you try to prioritize yourself as much. Like people sometimes like like if you have bad habits, like you always try to like get rid of the bad habits that you have basically. You also could be someone that changes in your jobs a lot, or like you have a lot of jobs and a lot of interests, and you could be good at a lot of things as well. Like you could start something and you could be really good at it, and it's kind of just like wow, like I thought you've never done this before, and it's like I guess I'm a natural. And with the 6 of clubs, that is happy friendships as well. So they also were attracted to the friendships that you do have. Like if you are even a loner, I feel like you're not though. I feel like you could be really social as well. But yeah, your relationships are really happy. You have good finances, and you always try to get things done as well. What else attracted them to you is that you your ability to compromise as well, and your ability to make space for them in your life. Like even if your life is super chaotic, you made space for them. You made time for them. Like you could have canceled plans for them as well. But yeah, they want to confide in you. You're a peacemaker and a people person as well, and they love how you communicate with them as well. With the 2 of spades, what first attracted them to you? Sorry. Um, oh my word. The tripod's like all messed up. I can't even like. Yeah, that's better. So what first attracted them to you is that maybe you were scared of loneliness as well, or like they realized your fears as well, or like you could have been scared when you first met them, and then they kind of just wanted to like rescue you like a damsel in distress. Sorry, there's something in my eye. I hope I don't look like a crazy person. But yeah, so you guys could have also not been in sync at first, but then it's like you guys just like ended up understand. Wait, give me a second. So yeah, what else they first attracted them to you was that the fact that you don't have any regrets in your life, or even if you do, because I feel like some people do, but like honestly, I'm like the thing about like YOLO, no regrets. But you could have been someone that just like had a really like a really prevalent past, and like maybe they had to help you like cope with your issues. Like I read this other thing where they said cancer in a relationship is basically just dealing with childhood trauma. So I was like, LOL. So yeah, what else attracted them to you is the fact that you guys are really similar. I feel like you guys are really similar, and they can see a lot of themselves in you, and you can see a lot of yourself in them. And maybe you guys like always just like miss each other as well, but it's kind of just like you're never looking at them the same time that they're looking at you. Like if you look at these cards over here, it's kind of like the queen's looking at the king, and then the king's looking away, and then the queen's looking away, but then the king's looking at her. So it's like they're never looking at each other at the exact same time, and they never see each other in the exact same light that they do. So it's like they're always trying to improve themselves and like improve how the other person sees them. So it's kind of sweet how you guys like are always just like, you know, trying to better your relationships and better yourself as well. That's also what attracted them to you. You also could have like had an ex as well, because this is like a black widow, so her husband like, you know, passed away, or you just don't like, you had an ex. So yeah, you could have a darker hair, darker complexion as well, and you're calm and quiet and reserved as well. And also you could be someone that likes to observe people a lot. Like you like to definitely observe people. Like you look from the background and you're really self-aware and observant. How many times did I say observant? With the King of Spades, you also take a lot of initiative and authority as well. You could be a leader. And yeah, you're very smart as well. What else attracted them to you is that you like your freedom as well, and like how you seem like you're so free as well. Like even if it's not like physically you're free, but I kind of just feel like mentally, like spiritual freedom. They also like a lot of things about you, like just little things that you do, and you can blend and adapt really well, and you're quiet, and you're what do you call it, remind them to stay true to themselves. You could be definitely an air water sign, like I said, a crab, and you also could like have a poker face. So sometimes you don't say everything that's on your mind, and it's kind of just like, oh, the airplane. I was listening to Get You to the Moon. It was a cute song. Should I take this scarf off? Make it off the shoulder. No, I feel like that would look weird. Does it look weird? Does it? Anyway, so yeah, you're also gonna be someone that's exotic as well, not from this place, or like you just like recently moved here as well. That's also what they found attractive about you. That's all your cards. I'm gonna give you a number. I don't know if I want to keep doing the colors, guys, because I feel like I'm literally gonna run out of colors. We're gonna keep doing it anyway. So your color is amaranth. Amaranth. It could be autumn soon also, where you stay. So amaranth. So it's a deep red color or a dye. So you're probably gonna dye your hair soon, or you could like experiment with dyeing your hair, wearing like different types of rings as well, mood rings. It says having special healing powers, healing properties. It could be a healer. So it emphasizes a dynamic and energetic atmosphere, someone that's really calm and composed and a peaceful person as well. Someone that's not withering, and someone that's really productive as well, and predictable, stable and calm. And you know your source of faith, and you know like your purpose basically of what you're supposed to do, and like it doesn't fade as well. Maybe sometimes you do a lot of indulging in things as well. You're nutritious, so you could be like having a diet as well, or you're health conscious, and you're wholesome as well. Circumstances that are positive, that assure that the provision will never be a problem, a positive expectation, and an unwavering person, a descriptive person who does not waver in a challenge or challenging circumstances. Yeah, that's true. And to remain steadfast in faith and to trust in the Lord without wavering or doubt. So yeah, that is what I got for pile number 1. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey my J Stones, it's Mary J, and I'm back with another video, and today's video is what first attracted them to you. So for pile number 2, your song is Teenage Fantasy by Georgia Smith. Maybe I was blind, young, you were the topic of my lunch times. Stop falling for these boys who don't want the same as me. We all want a teenage fantasy. Want it when we can't have it. I need you to grow. I need to grow and find myself before I let somebody love me. Sit back and enjoy the vibe. So what first attracted them to you? You could have been the person that was maybe looking for their soulmate. Like that could have been you. You're kind of just like, where's my soulmate at? You know, like where they at? You know. And when they met you, it was kind of like they thought it was really sweet that's like you still look for that, like even after everything, like you still have like that type of, not like a childhood mindset, because but I feel like you're really loyal as well. Okay, let's just get into it. So you overlooked a lot of their flaws. You also could be someone that looks really youthful as well. And you spoke about them, and they like how you spoke about them as well. And you could have like brought them up to you, like you could have wanted them to meet your parents or like meet your friends like really soon as well. And just like how you spoke about them as well. Like they probably knew that you always spoke about them, or like they caught you stalking them. Like you could have been stalking them and they liked a picture of theirs, and I was like, oops. And it's like, yeah, I will stop stalking you, you know. So yeah, I'd say stop falling for these boys who don't want the same as me. I feel like you're someone that's definitely like you're like different to like other people. Primarily just because of like what you look for in a partner. And I kind of feel like every time you meet someone, it's kind of just like they never reach your expectations. And my dog, sorry, they like they never meet your expectations as well. And it says wanted what we can't have, so it's like wanting something that you can't have. So it's kind of like what was attracted to what they attracted why they were attracted to you is because they couldn't have you as well, and it was kind of just like you were like basically a temptation. So it says I need to grow and find myself before I let somebody love me. So you could have let this person go as well, and it's kind of just like you let them go simply because you wanted to love yourself before you could let someone love you. And then it says sit back and enjoy the vibe. So even though you didn't know where this was going, and like it's a fantasy, so a fantasy always like it's fantasy, it's not real. So you guys are busy being together, but it's like who knows like the outcome, like you don't know the outcome, but you still went ahead and you still did it, and it's like sitting back and enjoying the vibe. So this person really also was attracted to your vibe. You could definitely be an air sign or an earth sign, so you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, as well as a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You have the masking card as well, so you could mask some of your emotions. um Maybe you tried to like act like you were someone else, like when you were with them, like you were trying to like pretend like you weren't trying to find the one, but it was like fam, they knew. Or like you just like more something, like you kept like a secret from him, and I feel like they could see through it though for some reason. Like I feel like they could see through the mask that you were doing, and they saw you for like more than like what you just like put out there. Like they saw a deeper thing. You also have the false partner in a karmic situation, so this could have been really a karmic situation. I'm not gonna go too much into that as well, but I kind of feel like you just like you were basically like they couldn't compare you to any of their exes. You have the something good card, so something good's probably gonna happen to you. So basically, just like keep doing you. If something bad happened, like I feel like you're gonna get good news soon. You have the chasing and the coupling card, so I kind of feel like what attracted them to you as well. Like when I said your vibe, it's kind of just like the when you guys were together, I feel like you guys could be really in sync with each other, and you guys really understood each other. Like when you guys were getting down and dirty, when you guys are doing the thing, then I kind of feel like you guys just like you guys had that thing where I was like, oh, like I'm attracted to you, and this person was like, I'm attracted to you too, and then it's kind of just like you guys like didn't have to like speak about like you guys didn't have to put a label on what you guys were basically. With the magician, I kind of feel like you're really talented as well, and you're capable with you have a lot of capability to like manifest and to reach your dreams. You have a lot of potential as well, and it kind of feels like they wanted to turn this fantasy that they had with you into something that like was tangible, something that could be like reached and attainable as well. You're someone that's really loyal and guided and protected and faithful, and they kind of thought of you as like basically like their companion. You could be someone that's really like headstrong and strong, like headstrong as well. So it's kind of just like you try not to like let anything get in your way. Like I know this one person, I'm not sure what her zodiac sign is. I feel like she could be a Pisces, but yeah. So like let's just look at the card. So this could be a sign. Let's make it a Libra. She could be a Libra or a Taurus, definitely. So what happened was something happened to her, right, with like her ex, and she I'm not laughing. It's not a funny thing, but like so they dated like a really long time ago and they broke up. So now she was still like not hung up on him, but like she still like asked about him and stuff like that. And then I remember she was like sitting next to me, and she just like I could tell like it's just like all the emotions that you're like are holding on to, and it's like masking, pretend like everything's fine. But the fact is like she's like honestly so strong, because like she was sitting next to me and then like she started crying, and I was just like my babe, and like I held her hand and everything, and it's just like she cried and then she wiped the tears and then she went on, and then she was like and then she like left, and then she kept on going, and like obviously I can tell like sometimes like you can tell when someone is struggling and everything. but like she kind of just like puts on that face where it's just like everything's gonna be like, yeah, I'm struggling, yeah, this is hard, but like I'm gonna keep doing me, I'm gonna keep going on. And that's like someone that's like that shows honestly strength as well. So yeah, maybe other people don't understand you sometimes with the loss in translation. Sometimes with the loss in translation, like they don't understand you, but it's kind of like they understand you, and even if they don't, it's like they love getting to understand you. They love that they get to try to understand you. What's my dog doing? Come, go to bed, babe. Go to bed. Okay. You also have the wait for me card, so you could be waiting for your person or they're waiting for you. With the 10 of diamonds, I feel like you also could be coming into a large sum of money, and that's what attracted them to you. Like, you know, you could have a lot of money, or like you wanted to buy them something, or they saw you at a mall, and that's like the first time you guys met as well. With the, I kind of also feel like you try to, like, things get to you sometimes, but it kind of just like it doesn't get to you on that type of level. Like, although she was like hurt by what happened, the girl now, but like it got to her, but it didn't get to her that deep, you know. Like Tauruses, I feel like they don't take life like that serious. Like obviously, like I'm not trying to like generalize it all, but it's kind of just like they get hurt, but like they keep moving, you know. And it's like, yeah, that happened to me, but it's like it's not gonna stop me from like achieving my dreams. Like A signs also, like they are so like, you know, easy breezy, go with the flow. Like they can like get over things really easily, really quickly as well. So that's also what attracts them to you. With the King of Diamonds, you're someone that is an entrepreneur, someone that's really smart as well, and you have financial stability, and you could be really business orientated as well. With the Five of Clubs, what attracted them to you as well is like your ability to change, and also I feel like you could have made them feel jealous as well, or they just wanted it to work out with you really badly as well. But I feel like you were kind of like sitting your ways and you were like, no, like I want to love myself before I can let you love me. And just like your reasoning behind everything that you did also attracted them to you. Like they loved your mind as well. And you also could be someone that's really into like it could be astrology and something like that, and it's kind of like, oh wow, that's like really cool. Like I think I could also be into that. Or they wanted to like basically like find something to get you guys like to have something in common with you. And with the 10 of clubs, change and travel, so you could be someone that travels a lot and you change also. um yeah, you could definitely be an A sign, and like you're really curious. They love your eyes as well, and like they could blush around you also, and you have a cute nose. That's also what they like about you. They love kissing you. They love like, you know, letting you take the lead. They love following you around, spending time with you, quality time. This could be a long distance relationship as well. And I feel like they also like car rides and road trips and just listening to music with you as well. Mama. So as for your color, you have the color coblet. Coblet. So this is a blue navy color. So you could be into crystals as well. Or pomegranate. So this emphasizes a confident and fertile atmosphere. Someone that's content and joyful with their life and circumstances. Someone that's blessed as well, happy and joyful. Fruitfulness. Someone that's really healthy and glowing. And I feel like they just wanted to like be with you basically. So I'm gonna give you guys a number just because. So 15, 23, 45, 51, 41. So your number is 41. 41. So it's conquering. You're someone that conquers and prevails. Mature leadership. It implies unity as well. And promises. Someone that's really determined as well. You also could be a mother. And you could also be a fire sign, definitely. Or like you just have a fire inside of you and they could definitely see it. You're someone that likes to explore. And you like to take opportunities, and you like to give things to people and receive as well. Yes, Mom?
Mommy, are you
going to school today? Yes, I'm going to school, but I'm recording a video. So that is what I got for pile number 2. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Wait, did I give you guys a color? Did I give you guys a color? I did give you guys so yeah, anyway. So hey my Jasons, it's Mary J and I'm back with another video, and today's video is what first attracted him to you. So your song is Cry For Me by Camila Cabello. Yeah, and you look so happy walking down the street. You say that in this lifetime you can never get over me. Are you over me? Never thought you'd be so good at moving on. There's an airplane. Na 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 na. Cause you are. Anyway, so are you over me? Never thought you'd be so good at moving on. I want you to cry for me, say you die for me, and if you can't, then baby, lie for me. So what first attracted him to you? It could be your ability to move on. Oh, your cards are sweet. Your cards are sweet. For the most part. So what first attracted him to you is the fact that I feel like it's your emotions. That's what what's attracted. That's what they were attracted to. They were attracted to your emotions. So you could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, they're known to be really not emotional, but I kind of feel like they, in this case, you are emotional. They also have the Queen of Hearts, and I associate her with being a water sign, so being a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But basically, so it says cry for me. So you could have cried for this person as well, and just when you went and you were really raw and emotional with them, that's what attracted them to you as well. And then it says, yeah, you look so happy walking down the street. So you look really nice as well, on the physical level, you are really attractive. You have this card, and it's kind of just being the queen bee as well, and you're really popular as well, and you're really good in makeup. You look beautiful. You have an amazing face. You have a beautiful figure. You have full lips. Your hands are always done. You have a great sense in fashion. Physically, you got it going basically. You enjoy what you're doing. You're really feminine as well, and maybe you could be someone that's into motherhood, or you have a dog, or you just take care of other people, and you like to take care of other things as well. And then it says, you said in this lifetime that you can never get over me. You could be someone that's really intense as well. You also could be an air sign, but I read that air signs are really attracted to intensity, and yeah, so I don't know, you could be a really intense person as well. And then it says, are you over me? So this person could be checking up on you a lot, and you could have checked up on your person as well a lot, just making sure that they're okay. And then it says, never thought you'd be so good at moving on. So you could have moved on from someone as well, and that's why it says, I will wait for you. So this person's waiting for you. But what attracted them to you was basically your patience as well, and how you got over them. So if you guys this is just what attracted them to you. This isn't an in-depth reading about you're reading a love reading, I mean, it is a love reading, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna go too much into your relationship, but this is just what was attractive. So it's basically how you moved on from them, and how you look so good. In certain relationships, someone will break up with them, and then it's going through that phase where it's oh, you're sad and da 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 da, and it's kind of just you were at that phase where it's just you looked amazing. Even without them, you were thriving. So it's that's what was attractive as well. Without them, you'd be thriving. With them, you'd be thriving. So yeah, definitely that's what I'm getting. So it says, I want you to cry for me. I feel this person wanted you to feel more. So either I feel this person wanted to bring more emotions to you as well, because I say that you're emotional, but yeah, if you didn't show your emotions, this person literally, what was attractive was that they wanted you to love them basically. Leos, they do crave love. They just want people to love them basically. But yeah, so it says, I want you to cry for me. So this person wanted you to feel something for them basically. It was why aren't you suffering because I'm not with you? Because if I wasn't with you, I'd be suffering basically. So it says, I want you to cry for me, say you die for me, and if you can't, then baby, lie to me. You could have told this person lies. Or I'm getting the song Pretty Little Fears. It's a Pretty Little Fears, Pretty Little Things by Black. So yeah, so this person wanted you to lie to them basically, because I feel like this person definitely felt like head over heels for you, and that was really attractive. Like you made them fall so hard for you. You didn't even realize that they were falling for you. With the Queen of Hearts, that's a mother, a wife, someone that's pregnant, and a passionate female partner as well. And that also says marriage on the horizon. You have the card that says there's someone else. I feel like you could have had multiple partners at the same time, or like their friends were interested in you at the same time as well. And like maybe people were like telling them like, oh, that's a keeper, that's a keeper. Like, you know, like, yeah, I feel like people were saying like, you know, that's a keeper, or like you got a good one with you there. So like, you know, don't mess it up. Basically, you also have the card that says secret admirer. So this could be a secret admirer, or you could have been this person's secret admirer, or just like, yeah, definitely. You also have the dates card, so I feel like what attracted them to you was definitely like spending time with you, going on dates with you, finding out things that make you laugh as well, and just like, yeah, going on dates with you. Like they really enjoyed that time with you. With the Ace of Diamonds, what was attractive as well is that you are like, you like the business side of things. Also, you also like, you like to hustle, like, you know, you hustle. With the Jack of Spades, maybe sometimes you could be a bit lazy, or not lazy, but it's kind of just like you are like really laid back as well. So like they also really were attracted to that. You're really charming and good looking as well, and I kind of feel like you could be a bit sly as well. So kind of be like, you'd be like, they didn't know sometimes why you did the things that you did, and they'd be like what's going on in this person's head? Like they just wanted to know what's going on in your head, but like you never let them know as well. I feel like you also smell really nice, and like, yeah, you smell really nice, and they love like, you know, hugging you and just holding you, and you made them smile basically, and they wanted to buy you gifts and presents. With the Seven of Diamonds, gambling and speculation, I feel like you also knew how to like, you know, throw a party, have a good time with them, and it's kind of just like every time when they spend time with you, it's like basically like they're having a party, and they liked how you spend time on them, and they also loved your energy. Like I feel like just like your energy and your outlook on everything, they really enjoyed. They were attracted to as well. With the Four of Hearts, that's a protector as well. Family, love, and security and positivity. So you're someone that's really positive, family orientated, and yeah, I feel like you might have tried to avoid certain things though. Maybe you tried to avoid love, but it's kind of just like you couldn't though, not with this person. It also says commitment, so you could have committed to them as well. You have the Lovers card, so you could have been previously like single or like a bachelorette, and you were like playing the field as well. And then it's kind of like you met this person, and then you cut off all your other people, like when you met them, and like they were really attracted to that as well. They also were attracted to your voice and speaking to you on the phone. Like they loved the video calls that you guys did and the phone calls that you guys had when you guys just like texted each other, or looking at pictures of you, tagging you in memes, like, you know, just like anything that has to do with the phone. Like they really enjoyed that. With the Hermit card, I feel like you also could have like sometimes secluded yourself as well, or you have your moments where it's kind of just like you'll get like super into your head and overthinking, or you just don't want to be with other people, and like they really were attracted to that, where it's kind of like um, you can be doing your thing, you know, like you can just be like all confident and everything. Like this card is a confidence card, so you're really confident, self-assured, assertive as well, and like you speak up for yourself. You're sweet and adorable as well. Like maybe not sweet, but like, you know, you're really beautiful. But then you'll have moments where you just want to be by yourself and you don't want to talk to anyone. And I feel like maybe you were the only person that could calm them down basically, like if they ever got mad or they were crying or they were sad or something. I also feel like you didn't hide anything from them. Like you tried to be as open as you can with them. Like all your emotions were like just like basically put out there, or their emotions were put out on there, and they maybe like projected like a lot of their own things onto you, positive or negative. And with the Ace of Hearts, that's a strong desire for love and affection. So I feel like this person like had a strong desire for you as well, and they just like loved talking to you, and they like wanted to basically talk to you all the time. As oh man, I was gonna give you, let's give you a number. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 23, 24, 25, 35, 37. So you have the number 37. So it says true wisdom. So you're someone that has like true wisdom, okay? You think it could be a Virgo. It says perfection. a mighty man, whatever that means. Okay. So you have true wisdom. You're truly obedient as well. And you're sweet. Oh, so you are sweet. I'd say that you're sweet. Like a honeycomb. So yeah, and as for your color, dark blue. So a dark blue color. It emphasizes a sophisticated and somewhat holy atmosphere. Someone that's trusting, and describes feelings of quiet assurance and deep levels of trust. It says fierce and warlike as well. So you're really fierce and a warlike person. It says in this sense it can refer to the attack and breaking down of the power of authority of those coming against you. You're really fortunate as well, and you like to reflect on yourself. A fortune also could be coming to you. And worldly influences. Maybe someone tried to control you as well, but then you kind of just like, you didn't want to be controlled. It's like, standing up for yourself. And like, always like, fighting. Like being a fighter, basically. So that is what I got for pile number 3. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hey my J Stones, it's Mary J, and I'm back with another video. And today's video is what first attracted them to you. So yeah, what first attracted them to you. I'm literally recording this before I go to school. Before I write my Afrikaans exam. It's paper 1, so hopefully it's gonna be easy. So your song is Somebody by Lemonade Mouth. Can you see me? Because I'm right here. Can you listen? Because I've been trying to make you notice. We're gonna let it shine, let it show. We're gonna just let go of everything, holding back our dreams and try to make it come alive. We were meant to be. We will walk out of this darkness. We will fall together. Honestly, Lemonade Mouth was like my favorite song. So yeah. I mean, my favorite movie. So what first attracted him to you? Oh, you have the death card. Oh, you have the death card. So let's just take a moment. So that's the most powerful card in the deck. You are a transformer, basically. You can always come to conclusions. You like to make decisions for yourself, and you like nobody should mess with you, basically. But I feel like that was basically your personality. But now this person, like what first attracted him to you is basically like your kind nature and just like how you were with them and how you treated them, basically. For example, like for me personally, I haven't done any personal stories. Like wow, I've just been getting to the point. So for me personally, there's this other person. I was at school yesterday, right? And then there's this other guy, and he, like, let's just say he's a troublemaker, I guess. And like everyone in the school is like really, I mean, he's not, okay, I'm not judging him at all. Like, it's just like a lot of people like say a lot of things about him, and he does sometimes give them reason to do it, to say all the stuff, but like no one should ever speak bad on anyone. But the point is basically, so troublemaker, right? Troublemaker. Now I'm busy studying, and then he comes to me and then he was like, oh, so how was the history exam? And I'm like, it was fine. Like I was like, it was hard though because we had to blah 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 blah. And then he said, but like I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I was like, just don't cheat. And then he was like, but there's a difference, like blah blah. And he was like talking to me and everything. So then he was like, and he's like, but there's a difference between me and you. Like you're smart and I'm not. And I was like, what? Like you are so smart. Like you are smart. Like what do you mean? I was like, you're clever. Like you're brilliant. And just like the fact that, because he's so confident, and I always thought that, like, I thought he had a high self-esteem, but like he didn't. And I was kind of just like, what? Like I was literally like shocked. And then I remembered, I was like, oh, like people do say that about him, but I was like, I didn't think it got to him. So that could be you as well. It's kind of just like people see you as someone that is like maybe people like try to box you or categorize you into something, and then it's kind of just like they're so thrown off when they finally get to speak to you as well. And just like the moment that I was like talking to him and everything, and then he was like, okay, and then like I think he felt happier, and like he sat next to me in class and everything. But yeah, like it was sweet actually. So it says, can you see me? Because I'm right here. So I kind of feel like you're the type of person that's kind of just like, I'm here for you. Like, I'm here for you. Like, can you see me? I'm like right here. Can you listen? Because I've been trying to make you notice. And you kind of made this person notice like their inner worth and just like how amazing they actually are. And then it's like we're gonna let it show. So you made this person also get out of their comfort zone as well. And then it says holding back our dreams and try to make them come alive. So you and your person could have been like working together to try and get your dreams together, like trying to you guys are both, you know, just like working towards your dream together and your goals and your aspirations as well. And then it says we were meant to be. So this person thinks that you guys are meant to be as well. And it says we'll walk out of this darkness. We will fall together. So basically no matter what happens to you guys want to be together, like through the darkness, like in death, you know, there is new life basically. So even if it's like dark energy and darkness, it's kind of just like they were attracted to that, but then that's how you guys have walked out of it as well. Sorry, my mom was here and like it feels weird that I'm recording a video. But anyway, you also have the card that says playing it cool and misleading. So maybe you could have played it cool with them. You definitely could have been um, a fire sign, or so you could have been a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, as well as a air sign, and like a Earth rising or something, or your Earth and your Venus. So like you could have played it really cool with them. Like you probably didn't lead on that you liked them as much as you did. Like you could have like hit some free emotions for them as well. You have the sadness card, so you could have been sad when they first met you, and like I don't know, like they were attracted to that as well. But you definitely could have been a Gemini because you have the sadness and the joy, so it's kind of just like together. So you could be sad one moment and happy in the next moment. So you have like mood swings and everything, and they liked it when you were happy. Like I feel like they wanted to make sure that you were always happy. Like they wanted to just always make sure that you knew that you were like enough, basically. With the prayer and the manifestation card, you could be someone that's really, you know, just like prays a lot. You're always praying and you're always manifesting as well. And they also were attracted to your face. I feel like they were attracted to how you spoke to them, like just like the things that you said and like your choice of words as well, and like how, yeah, your choice of words. They really were attracted to your vocabulary and your voice and your text messages. You could have used like a lot of emojis when you text them, or like when you saved their number, you saved it with like hearts and everything as well. They also were attracted to the fact that you were really maybe innocent. You could have been really innocent, but it's kind of just like they liked how you saw them. They liked how you saw them as well. You also could be someone that's really spiritual, or someone that always try to see the best in people as well. You could blush around them and get nervous, but you know you really are attractive. Like, yeah, I feel like they're attracted more to like your insides and your outsides as well. And like I said, like your emotions, you're really attracted to that. And I feel like you sometimes hurt their feelings as well, but it's kind of just like they needed that. They'd be like, I needed that. Like you, it's good that you told me that. Like even if it hurt me. They were also shocked by some of the things that you said as well, and I feel like they just wanted to basically like, you know, tie you down and like make sure you were comfortable, and like just wanted to like see the best for you. They wanted the best for you as well. They wanted to put you first before anyone else, and that could have been you. Like you always put other people before yourself. Um, and like you did things in a way that other people wouldn't have, and like other people wouldn't see things like that, but that's how you saw it, and like they wanted to be able to do that as well. You always put in extra effort for other people, and they were really attracted to that as well. And you never let anything get you down, like even if you have a disability, for like, or not disability, but for example, like in this poem that we did, my Afrikaans poem yesterday, so it's called The Hands Force, and it's about this clown, and like basically he was, so I'm gonna give you like the basis of the thing. I'll also link down the poem. So, but it's in Afrikaans. Basically, he was an alcoholic, and he also had a bochel. I don't know what that is in English. A bochel, like a, I don't know, bochel, like that thingy, like a, I don't know what it is in English. So yeah, he had a bochel in there, and then he, like, let's just say it's, yeah, he had a bochel. That's all I'm gonna say. And he was also a clown. So he made other people laugh, and he worked in a circus, and he was really good at his job, and he wore like broken clothing and everything, and like his co-workers would make fun of him, and it was like it sucked, you know. But then what happened? So yeah, his co-workers made fun of him, but and yeah, they all made fun of him and everything. But when he did his work, and he did his job, then it was kind of just like everyone forgot about everything. Like, they forgot that he was wearing those clothes, that he did this, or that he was drinking so much alcohol. They remembered that, like, he's so good at his job, and like no one else could do the job that he did. And yeah, that's like basically the basis of the story. And he used all of his money for his mom, for his mom that was sick as well, and she also had the same disability. So it was kind of just like how when he was doing his work, like everyone would just be like, look at them, like that's amazing. And I'm not saying like that could be you, but like just like take what resonates. And it's kind of like an inspiring story, and you basically inspire your person as well. So yeah, that's really a sweet story. I feel like you guys could have a stable foundation, or like you're really stable within yourself as well. You like to take care of your emotions, take care of yourself as well. So like, self-care. It also says with the Four of Diamonds, like, something's gonna happen to you, something soon, like something big, like could be a big promotion. And with the King of Clubs, you're someone that's really knowledgeable as well, and you like to progress in your life, and it kind of feels like you're running this race, and people like want you to slow down, low key. Then they'll be like, like you can come back, like you're doing great. With the Seven of Spades, again, like self improvement as well. Maybe putting projects on hold as well. It also is difficulty moving on, and the Faith card. So maybe this person couldn't move on from you as well. And like they just want you guys to be together. Like you guys must do this together because you guys are in this together. And with the I'm coming back card, so this person could be coming back. And with the Three of Hearts, what attracted them to you as well is that maybe, but this is an expansion in love as well. So maybe you were fine with like having other people in the situation, and like you were so opening towards them. You could have been before really like, oh, reserved, quiet, like, oh, not reserved, but like you were like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like I don't know if I want to be your friend. I don't know if I want you to be my lover or anything. But then it's like you let them in, and you expanded yourself. But like that's one more person to care about, and to care about another person and to love another person. It can put you in a disadvantage, but it's kind of just like, not a disadvantage, but it's kind of just like, it's another person to care about, So it's another person that can hurt you. Like that's what the City Project was when it's like, loving someone is cool because all you're doing is promising that one day they're gonna break your heart. Like that's just dark. This is dark, okay? But I mean, it's kind of just like they probably knew your view and your outlook on life and your outlook on relationships, but then you still went out of your comfort zone and you did that, and that was like what they were really attracted about. And we'll break down the walls, like you got out of your comfort zone, you broke down in front of them, like even if it's not completely, you let yourself like be seen by them, and you let them see you as well. And that was like really that they were attracted to that you let them see them, you let them see you. Because yeah, you're like a beautiful person. And as for your color, you have the color bay. Bay, like B-A-Y. Because I've been trying to make you notice what it meant to me. So this is a dark red color. It says someone that's strong as well. So this atmosphere, it emphasizes an exciting and passionate and assertive atmosphere. Someone that's determined and has a lot of resilience and a strength of character. Someone that's dynamic and energetic and endurance. Someone that is full of encouragement as well. They don't give up and they stand firm. Someone that is fortified as well. And they can sustain attacks and are not easily subdued or taken. Someone that is strong and associated with strength as well. And they're strong enough to fight their own battles. So that is what I got for pile number 4. I really hope the video resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.